Thom Hartmann Program. Welcome back. And Donald in Chicago, listening on WCPT. Hey, Donald, what's up?
Hi, Tom. Yeah, it's about the immigration problem that we're having. You know, the thing is with me is I could understand the ones that are here, have been here for like 15 or 20 years, these kids that came over, and then they wanted their parents to come over, and they're going to be granted amnesty. They've been here for a long time, and I can understand that. But I don't know. When is this going to stop, though? It's never going to be ending. It's a continuous stream that's going to be constantly being used in this manner to go ahead and bring the kids over here, and they're going to be sent to their relatives. Really?
We have two issues here, Donald. We have the one, which is the issue of people coming here looking for work, which has been going on ever since 1986 when Reagan stopped prosecuting rich white people for hiring people who were undocumented, and basically said, we're no longer going to enforce immigration law. We have that problem, and that led to roughly 11 million people coming here looking for work and getting work, and wiping out the unionization. And the reason Reagan was so happy about this was because it destroyed unions. The Carpenters Union, my brother was a member of the Carpenters Union. It used to be one of the most powerful unions in America. The Meatpackers Union used to be huge. They started their own football team. It was called the Green Bay Packers. I mean, these used to be major forces in America, and Reagan destroyed them by simply saying, we're not going to enforce the laws that say that employers can actually go to jail and suffer large fines if they hire people who are not documented U.S. citizens. And so, it was a twofer for Reagan. Number one, it drove down wages, and number two, it destroyed the unions. And then the method that he used was allowing employers to hire people. So you've got that problem. And the easy solution to that problem, which even in the absence of any amnesty or immigration reform, if you were to say we're not going to do any immigration reform at all we're going to do is start prosecuting employers of people. Anytime we bust somebody working here illegally, we're going to send their employer to prison. If we start, and we have the legal authority to do that, it's in the law. If we started doing that tomorrow, within 6 months, probably 5 or 6 million people would head south. The problem you'd have at the border would be, how do you get people going south? I mean, how do you let them go south? Number one. Yeah, and then the second problem that we have, which is the more immediate problem right now, is you've got 3 countries where back in the 80s, the Reagan administration was funneling money in via Ollie North, money that they made illegally selling weapons to Iran in exchange for the deal to keep the hostages during the Carter administration, and also to release some hostages that that Hezbollah was holding in Lebanon. These weapons that, in defiance of United States law, the Reagan administration committed a felony and sold weapons to Iran, and then took that money because Congress had passed a law saying that the Reagan administration could not use federally appropriated funds to give to the death squads in Central America. Can't do it. Can't support the Contras. So they took that money that they had gotten illegally in Iran off the books and laundered it and into Nicaragua to the Contras. And not just Nicaragua. Nicaragua and the Contras, the death squads in El Salvador, Guatemala, in these countries. And it took down Daniel Ortega and flipped these countries. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. The death squads are back, the ones that have been funded by Reagan. Now they're being funded by right-wing billionaires and drug lords down in Central and South America. And in many cases, the drug lords and the right-wing billionaires are the same people. And in fact, the government of I believe it's Guatemala, is now like 70% of the government's estimated. All the senior officials all the way up to the president are like drug lords or tied into them. And they are and they run these right-wing death squads. And you are more likely to die right now in Guatemala than you are in Iraq. And Iraq is no paradise, right? I mean, we all have a sense of how dangerous Iraq is. Guatemala is more dangerous. And so people are sending their children out. And we need to be doing something about this. We need to stop. We're actually supporting these right-wing governments. We're sending them hundreds of millions of dollars in foreign aid. We need to stop. And the reason that we're giving them money is because we don't like the left-wing governments around them, like in Venezuela, in Ecuador, in Chile, in Argentina, in Brazil, where you've got left-wing or center-left governments that have emerged and that are giving everybody free health care and are taxing the rich at very high levels And the right-wing billionaires don't like this stuff, and they have incredible influence over U.S. foreign policy. And these are two completely separate issues, and we need to deal with both of them. Am I making sense, Donald?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, you're making sense, but the thing is why is it falling on our shoulders? Can Mexico do anything? I mean,
Mexico's got the same problem, Donald. We're getting 60,000 refugees a week, or whatever it is, a month. Mexico's getting 10 times that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a disaster. This is a humanitarian disaster that we are standing by with our hands in our pockets going, got nothing to do with me. You know, because it all reflects back on St. Ronnie. You're not going to get this Congress, this Republican-owned House of Representatives, to appropriate any funds to help with what's going on down there, and they're not going to cut off the funds to the right-wing death squads and these right-wing corrupt governments down there. And tragically, the Obama administration, the State Department, has not taken a strong position on this, and they should be. This should be a big deal. Jay Johnson started to talk about this on Meet the Press this weekend. And I think, frankly, this is one of the reasons why the Obama administration is not doing anything about it. David Gregory says, "Hey, we got 60,000 people coming across the border, all these little kids, and it's going to get worse, isn't it?" And and this is because our border is too porous. And Jay Johnson said, "No, it's not because our border is too porous. It's because there's a damn war going on down in Central America against its own people." And I'm paraphrasing, but you can read the transcript or watch it on TV. And David Gregory acted like he didn't even hear him. And I think it's because either he doesn't want to talk about it, or he's so stupid he doesn't know it. And the American people don't know it because the American press is not reporting on it. I mean, I see reporting about this on RT, I see it on Al Jazeera, I see it on BBC. I do not see it in the American media anywhere. I don't see it on CNN, MSNBC, Fox. Well, I don't watch that much media. I mean, maybe it's out there and I just don't see it. But I'm not reading it in the newspapers. I do read the New York Times every day. I read the Washington Post. I'm just not seeing it. And for ever since 1986, I've seen no public discussion about the fact that Reagan stopped enforcing, the immigration laws, the illegal employer laws. Donald, thank you for the call.